Good morning. My name is Jason Finch. I am president and attorney at Jason Finch and Associates. Our law firm practices primarily in the area of immigration law. And I'm doing this particular video in English because directing this at you, the children of immigrants. Today, I'm coming to you because I was approached the other day by a representative of the Iowa National Guard. And the reason they came to my office is they wanted to talk to me about a program called Parole In Place. Many of you have probably already heard of Parole In Place, but they brought this back to my mind because it surprised me that they were wanting to support this program and use that in an effort for them to be able to secure new recruits and additional recruits. And then they asked if our law firm helped in doing the Parole In Place. So let me talk a little bit about this. What is the Parole In Place? Well, Parole In Place is for individuals who either came to the United States illegally or without papers, or if you did come with papers but you've overstayed your visa. Now the law would require that you leave the United States in order to adjust your status to that of lawful permanent resident. So where this really comes into play is, let's say that you were born in the United States and you want to help your parents get their resident status in the United States. Well, there are a couple of requirements for this. One is you have to be 21 years old in order to petition for your parent. But number two, and this is usually the area that causes most problem for a child or a son or daughter trying to petition for mom or dad. That is that if they came in without legal status, without papers, they have to leave the country in order to get their residence card. Well, the moment you leave the United States to get your card, you're barred for coming back in for 10 years. And the problem is further compounded because in order to waive this 10-year bar, there are only certain family members who are qualified to do this. They are either a spouse to spouse, so a U.S. citizen or lawful permanent resident spouse can waive for a spouse, or a lawful permanent resident or U.S. citizen parent can waive for a child. But a child cannot waive for the parent. So in many instances, it becomes impossible for the 21-year-old U.S. citizen child to be able to petition for mom or dad because they will have to stay out of the country for 10 years, and this is very frustrating for many people. Well, what Parole In Place exactly does is, for example, if you want to petition for your mom or dad, if you are in the military, specifically active duty military, into select or ready reserve, selected reserve, ready reserve, or an individual who previously served in active duty or in selective or ready reserve, those individuals can petition or can ask the government to parole in their parents to be able to then adjust their status. So what parole basically does is it gives you a quasi-legal entry into the United States that allows your parent then to apply for their resident status in the United States without the need of leaving the United States. And since you don't leave the United States, you also do not trigger the 10-year bar and you don't need the waiver. So when the Iowa Army National Guard approached me about this program, I was excited to see that they were taking an interest in this, because in order to do the Parole In Place, we need the aid of your military branch to provide a certain documentation to show that you are actually in the military and that you are in one of the qualifying positions in the military. And so this is an opportunity for those of you individuals who thinking about serving our country in the military. It's a way for you to also benefit your parents. Now, here's an important part of this as well. So, for example, when the Iowa Army National Guard comes to recruit you, they're going to come to find you when you're in high school. So you're going to be 17, 18 years old. Well, as I've already told you, you have to be 21 years old in order to be able to petition for your parents, but they're going to want to sign you up when you're 17, 18 years old. So the benefit that they are pushing on this is that they said they will support you if you sign up, for example, when you're 18 years old. They will support you in filing the Parole In Place for your parents immediately. And then once they are approved on their Parole In Place, there's actually an opportunity for them to secure an employment authorization that would have to be renewed yearly, and the Parole In Place would have to be renewed yearly. So you would have to renew it from 18 years old, 19, 20, until you're 21 years old, until you can actually petition for your parents. I think this is a wonderful program for those of you who want to serve your country, and I think it's a wonderful opportunity for your parents who have sacrificed so much to raise you in this country. You have a real opportunity to give back to the country and also back to your parents and reward them for the efforts that they have made to provide you with a better life. So if you have any questions or comments about this, please contact us on our website or comments below, and we'll be glad to follow up with you and help you give you a better understanding. Thanks, and have a great day.